Okay, hi friends at home. Today we're assigning you this fraction assessment so you can demonstrate what you've learned so far about fractions. And in school, we've read the whole assessment aloud to our students before they started. So we wanted to treat you guys the same and give you the same support. So I'm going to read this assessment aloud to you and try to make sure you're clear on each question and what it's asking you so you can follow along with me. Number one, Natalie folded one whole fraction strip as pictured above. So here's her fraction strip. It's already drawn for you. A, how many equal parts did she divide the whole into? So you have to answer how many equal parts she divided the whole into. B, label each equal part with a unit fraction. So you can label this picture up here. You do not need to draw a new one. C, write the fraction of the strip she shaded. So you need to write the fraction that she shaded. And then let me just clear my drawings. And D is write the fraction of the strip that she did not shade. So use that picture they provided, label that, and then use that to answer questions C and D. All right, now let's go to the next page, number 2. Okay, number 2, they have another drawing all set for you there. It says A, Nate baked 2 pies. He cut the first one as shown below. So here's his pie. He said he cut it into 6. Is Nate correct? Explain. So you have to answer the question, is Nate correct? And then you have to explain either why he is correct or why he is incorrect, right? B, he cut the second pie into halves. Then he cut each piece in half again. Draw what Nate's second pie looks like. So you want to draw his second pie there and cut it based on the directions they gave you in B. C, Nate and his 2 friends each eat 1 piece of the second pie. Shade your pie to show what they ate. Then write what fraction of pie did they eat. So make sure you shade and write the fraction they ate. And then the last question, what fraction of the pie is left? Okay, so make sure you're writing your answers in fraction form because that's what the test is all about. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 says, draw 2 rectangles the same size. Each rectangle represents 1 whole. Partition each rectangle into 3 equal parts. So good idea really here is to underline your knowns. So you need 2 rectangles the same size. Each rectangle represents 1 whole. Partition each rectangle into 3 equal parts. And then shade and label a fraction greater than 1 whole. What fraction did you shade? So that has a lot of steps in there. So make sure you're reading each one of those and completing each one of those steps. Number 4, the bakery had a chocolate cake and a vanilla cake that were exactly the same size. Mr. Chu bought 1/4 of the chocolate cake. Mrs. Ramirez bought 1/6 of the vanilla cake. Who bought a larger piece of cake? Explain your answer using words, pictures, and numbers. Okay. And then your last question, the last page. Okay, this one says 5A. Draw and label 2 models that show equivalent fractions. So you need 2 models and you're going to show equivalent fractions. So what I suggested to my students is to draw 2 fraction strips, because when you get down to B, you're going to have to draw 2 number lines that prove you're thinking about part A. So you can choose whatever equivalent fractions you want to show. So get that in your mind. I would do something as simple as possible so your drawing isn't too complicated. So you're going to show equivalent fractions on fraction strips or some other model, and then you're going to come down here and show those same equivalent fractions on your number lines. Please plot the points on your number lines so your teacher can be sure what fractions you're talking about that are equivalent. Okay, all right, boys and girls, do your best and make sure you submit that to your teacher, okay?